Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us your time. And welcome to Icy Tales.
Thank you.
So, shall we start?
Sure.
So, could you please tell something about yourself?
Hello, I am Nidhi Ramsha. I'm the founder and owner of Jewelry Jungle. I'm based in Surat, Gujarat, and I love making jewelry. That's what I do. This is now my full-time job.
So, what do you used to do previously?
I was working in an HR company. There was a company who were, giving placements. HR recruitment company basically, and I was working as an HR recruiter.
Ah. So, why all of a sudden the switch?
Actually, in 2022, in 2020 lockdown only, I started this brand. I resigned from home and it wasn't sure. I didn't even think that I will start something of my own. But what happened was one of my friends sent me a picture of a bracelet. Actually, it was a point bracelet. And I've always been very creative. So she was like, hey, you can make it. And I was like, yeah, let me just try. So I bought some material and tried making the bracelet. And it turned out so good. So she's like, why don't you start it? Like you can make and sell. So that's how it got started.
Nice. Actually, a good start.
Yes, it was not planned, it just happened.
Yeah, actually, it was a good start. So, how do you come up with the name Jewelry Jungle?
I like everything nature. I like, trees, animals, butterflies and all. I love nature. And I also wanted to name it something that, people can just read and they can, they get to know like what my brand represents. So that's why there's jewelry and jungle because I love nature. So that's why I came up with the name Jewelry Jungle.
So when I was viewing your this business Instagram profile, I saw one of the pendant, which is the rainbow size.
Yes.
It's actually the rainbow. I actually thought, well, actually, I had this thought it might be something related to jungle or the nature. I mean,
Yes, I love nature so much. That's why I got this name Jewelry Jungle. It was sounding nice, Jewelry
yeah.
Jungle J. It was sounding nice. I was like, why not?
So, could you please throw some light upon how would you discover your love towards jewelry?
Um, I never used to wear anything like this. I was a very simple girl, like I just throw on a jeans and a top and I was ready to
Yeah.
go. I never, I was never into bracelets and earrings and all. But I made that bracelet and I was like, I should, keep trying and then try to sell. So I sold some offline also. And then it was so much interesting. The work was so interesting for me. And then I started, loving wearing also. Like now also I'm wearing,
Yeah.
now I everywhere I go, I don't know, like I just keep wearing jewelry. I like it so much now, but I was not like this earlier. It's weird, but yeah, I was not into jewelry and then I'm suddenly so much into making all of this and wearing all of this.
Unlike me, like when I don't like wearing so much.
Yes, I was like you only.
So the pandemic changed the courses of many businesses. How
Yes,
pandemic changed your business, Jewelry Jungle?
it didn't actually change, it made it happen. Like before 2020 I was, an employee, I was
Yeah.
working as an HR, but in lockdown only I started this. And ever since I've only been growing as like I'm gonna post about it online. I started selling offline also. And then I was like, let me just put on Instagram. I'm also good with photography. So I did click some nice pictures and then I posted it on Instagram and then it all happened.
I saw your pictures. Even I am into photography, so I was wondering, how do you click the finest picture of all your jewelries? I was wondering.
It's look, I have like 2 3 backdrops. There's one in my brother's balcony. It's plain white. So
Yeah,
I tried some clicking some there also, and then some on the floor and with flowers I've tried. So I just keep trying, keep experimenting, and whatever I think looks nice with a few colors. Like there's a white colored flower, so that looks with
yeah.
sort of golden background. So I keep trying which color looks good with which, and that's how I see how can I shoot for this sort of collection.
Yeah, interesting.
You
Because
you gotta keep experimenting. That's how we learn.
yeah, because even when I use my DSLR, I keep on wondering how to go with this, how to have the composition of all the elements that this one product came come out. Like okay, this is the product.
Yeah, we have to keep changing everything and keep trying. This is in creative field we go, we have to skip do so much
Yeah,
experiment and all. Yeah.
yeah. For one, for one, a perfect image, there's a lot of effort and time behind that.
Yes,
That's how.
yes.
So, where do you find the inspiration for your designs that you actually make?
um every time I get new material, I firstly try to design it myself. Like there are crystals and new beads, so I sort of try to match colors. This color will look good with this color, and then I add some random beads in between. So I try to make it like that, but I still always go to Pinterest. Pinterest is like you get so many inspiration from Pinterest,
Yeah.
so that's where I go. And recently I want to launch elastic rings.
Huh.
So I'm searching like what sort of rings are selling, what doesn't work, what works. So I even go to Instagram hashtags also. Like I just search for elastic rings, and then I see like what do they actually sell. So it gives me inspiration also for designing, and it also gives me an idea like what actually sells more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are 2 places I generally go to.
Pinterest, Instagram.
Yes, and there's Etsy also, but yeah, but I think Etsy, it's the market is so saturated on Etsy, so I very rarely go there, but I do go there sometimes also.
Yeah, but because we find so much of, from a personal experience too, we find so much of experience, so much of what I say variety on Instagram to experiment on our own. So we don't find other platform that useful, in my opinion.
Yes, yes, Instagram is best, I'm saying, and Pinterest is also good.
It's growing now. Pinterest is growing now. Earlier, when I used to search like 2 3 years back, it wasn't like it wouldn't show that much of results that I wanted to experiment in my own day-to-day life. But now when I go to this Pinterest, it has a lot of DIY ideas we can
Yes,
explore
yes.
too.
Mini tutorials also we get, like in 3 4 seconds they make videos like how they made such a particular thing.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
So, talking about your business, what or from whom you get inspired to start off your own something?
Like I said, I wasn't inspired by a particular person or anything. It was just a picture of a coin bracelet, and that's how it started. There's no particular person or no particular brand from whom I get inspired. So yeah.
So, what do you enjoy the most? Because everyone enjoys something. What in their day-to-day life, even when you're working as an employee or starting our own business. So, what do you like the most? Like, what do you enjoy the most when you're running the business of your own?
Firstly, this is a creative field, right? So I can get as creative as I can. in my HR job, there was no creativity, no nothing, I just had to keep talking with other people and all. But here I get to be so creative. Plus, I'm my own boss, so nobody's gonna, tell me what to do and all. This is such a nice feeling. Yeah, I mean, it comes with a lot of risk also. You
Yeah.
invest and then you have this fear, like what will happen and how long will you be able to run it and all. But this is super enjoyable. You at the end of the day you feel good. I feel good, when I design something new and it looks gorgeous. I feel so good.
So, how much time it takes for you to make a particular design of a pendant or a bracelet?
It's not like that. To design, I think I just, mix and match a few colors, and then I see how I can make it. To make a particular piece, it takes me around 10 minutes. And
That's
if yeah, like if see, this one is with a chain only, right? It's a pendant that I've attached in a chain. So it takes me around 5 minutes to make this. But with beads, I have a bead spinner also, which goes like this round, and I put a wire inside it, and then all the beads, it just keep coming. So that particular necklace, it takes me around 10 minutes to make. Now, if I would, make it without the machine, I would have to, pour each and every bead. And that will take so much of my time, at least half hours. That's why I made such machine.
that's very time effective.
Yes, yes.
So, just out of sight question. So, what cost it takes you to make a particular jewel?
Cost of the jewelry.
Yeah, a particular jewelry, not all.
It's like it depends on the charms and the beads we use plus the chain I use. So it's not particular, like all jewelry has different cost. A few necklaces I make are 200 rupees. That's the cost. I sell it for more than 200.
Yeah,
A few I got for 100 rupees. Like these are pendants, right?
yeah.
This pendants, this is like 50 each. And also, yeah, it's the cost is so different. We cannot say that this particular amount it takes to make one.
Yeah, I mean, it's last question from out that is not that is just out of sight. So, does this business has a margin with you so that you can track a profit or loss as per your efforts, time efforts, and cost efforts?
uh See, at the end of the month I do calculate how many sales I made,
Yeah.
how much I've earned, how much I've invested. So I do calculate it like that. But there's so many other small costs also that I don't even calculate. It's very hard to get the particular cost. Like I get the packing supplies, right? So the packing supplies, the ribbons, the thank you cards, my stickers. So there's so many small things. So I cannot even accurately even now also make that this is how much exactly was my investment. And so, but I get an idea basically.
So, by the end of the month, if you can just summarize, is there a profit or is there a loss? Like, if you could summarize about what you're calculating.
No, it's profit. It's always profit.
Ah,
This
it's
is not,
profit.
it's not like you invest. The investment in this jewelry business is not so high, to be honest.
Yeah.
These are like charms and beads. Those are not so costly. And now, at this point I've grown so much. There was even months when I started out that there was like break even also.
Yeah.
I wasn't earning because I didn't have any idea about pricing also. So I used to sell at very low rates. I was like, would people even buy it or not? I was so nervous. But now I've experimented so much, and also I now know what price should be there. And also I keep the prices accordingly so that even I have a margin out of it.
So, like, apart from social media, how you are promoting your business?
When I started, I used to, show my friends, my family, and all that this is, I've started making this sort of stuff. And I even gave to 2 to 3 resellers. They have, resellers already have a group or something.
Yeah.
So I give it to them and then they click pictures and show to their groups. So that's how I was selling first, but then I stopped with that because when you give to resellers you don't get much because they want from you at low price and they sell at very high price. So I stopped that and then finally started focusing on Instagram, and on Instagram I grew so much in a very short period of time. Apart from that, currently I don't sell offline at all. I am planning to get my stall up at a flea or something, but not anytime soon. I will take me some time, but I'll definitely do that also.
Well, that's nice. Well, I'll be visiting if you have an offline store soon.
Sure, sure.
So, what is your biggest fear when you started with the jewelry jungle?
I was so nervous. Like, would this even sell? Will people buy it? Will people like my designs? I was so much worried. Like, I already invested a good amount. I was like, no, this is what I'm gonna do full time. I'm not gonna continue my job. So I was so nervous if anybody would want to buy it. And now I have orders from US, New Zealand, and also, yeah.
Well, that's a great achievement
Thank
you have
you.
till date. I'm impressed. So, what do you want women to feel when they're wearing your handmade jewelries?
Firstly, I want them to feel confident. Even we put on makeup also because we want to feel confident, right? So when somebody is wearing a piece of my jewelry, I want them to feel confident. I want them to feel pretty. Yeah.
So, well, this is my last question. According to you, what makes your label unique?
Firstly, my designs are unique. It's not like any other designs that you see online, or you can even go to Pinterest alone and search. So I design it myself. My designs are unique. Plus, I try to give the best customer service. If there's an issue with the order or something, I always refund the amount or I send them again. So I want to give the best um, customer service. Plus, I customize also. You may not know about this, but I customize jewelry also. Like if somebody wants a waist chain or beaded waist chain or a waist chain with a chain, so that also I haven't uploaded it yet on my website, but I do customize it specially for them. And I do make a little changes also in my existing jewelry. Like if somebody wants this pendant at this uh, particular place and not here, so I make little changes also and I make it specially for them so that they feel special.
Nice.
I try to provide that sort of service.
Well, actually, I must say this is a great start you have. You will be growing anytime soon. Like big things happen all of a sudden.
Yes, I'm waiting.
So, thank you so much, Sam, for giving us your time.